Welcome back to making a UE5 tutorial every day for the rest of my life. It's day 15. And today I thought we'd do some collectibles. Just like the coins you get in Mario, for an example. And to begin, we're going to first go into our third person character. And just to test this, what we're going to do is we're just going to create a integer variable. And we'll call this coin count, just to keep it simple. We can leave the default as 0 because every level you start in Mario, you start with 0 coins. So to do this, we want to create ourselves a object blueprint. So we're going to go blueprint class, and we're just going to create an actor class, and we'll call this BP coin token. If we open this up, with it open, we're going to create a static mesh. And we're just going to call this coin. We don't really have any coins, so we're just going to use a cube. And we're just going to make this very, very small. If it'll let us. Uh, 0.25 should be okay. And we'll just raise it up a little bit. So it's kind of floating in the air. And then we'll see if we can't give it a different color. We'll go plastic yellow. That looks disgusting. Never mind. We'll go anim sharing red will do. And then what we want to do is we want to come down to one of the events. We're going to set simulate generate hit events. And we're going to come down to on component. We'll try component hit. It might be begin overlap. We'll give them both a try. And what we want to do is we're just going to cast to third person character. We want to get our coin count, and we're going to increment that coin count like so. And then all we want to do now, you could do some like nice emitters. We could like emit a nice sparkle. We could play a sound as well here. We'll play the sound because there's a few different sounds available. We'll do the compiler failure sound just for fun. And then all we need to do after that is destroy actor. And then we can't pick it up again. And then while we're in here, we'll just grab our little token coin, our coin token. And we'll just duplicate a bunch. There we go. Got a few there. And one thing we probably want to do just to make it look a little bit nicer is on our UI, we'll just create a text box up here, and we can set this to, I don't know, we want to set the default to 000. And although I know I said bindings can be expensive, we're just going to use a binding for this example. So we'll create a new binding, and what we'll do is we will cast to third person character, get the player character, and then we're just going to grab get coin count, and we'll plug that in. And we can give it a test. And there we go. We can pick up some collectibles. Now, that wasn't as smooth as I'd probably like it to be. But you can tweak around with the collision settings to get it right. But for the most part, when we bump into it, we collect it. If you want it to be a little bit smoother, what you could do is you could swap out the on component here. We could create a sphere collision and wrap that around this, like so. We parent that to that, and then we can probably just raise that up a little bit. Compile. We can set the cube then, or the coin, as it were, to no collision. And then on the sphere, we could do a begin overlap and have it do it this way instead, which could be a little bit nicer. Oh, what didn't it like there? Oh, just put it in the wrong one. There we go. Compile that. If we give it another go now, it should be a little bit smoother. There we go. Much more like Mario. But sphere collisions compared to actually just checking the collision on the box. Some people argue that sphere collisions aren't as performative because of the way they have to check. But you know, you do what's best for your game and what's best for the performance. But I mean, that is a lot smoother in my opinion. You've had 2 ways given to you. You can choose whichever way you like, whichever one you think's better. But just for like a little pickup collectible, whether that's coins or whatever you want, hopefully either way you found this useful. And yeah, as always, like, subscribe if you're new here, and leave a comment with any other tutorials you'd like, and I'll see you next time.